What's good, King Gonda? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Dear African Americans, right? And I do this playlist to help brothers and sisters out with repatriating to Africa. Now, I'm not a business consultant, and that's not what I do. I don't charge for this service or anything like that. I'm just giving what I've been seeing, information out to our African American family out in the USA, and I hope you can get something out of it, right? Now, I've been getting a lot of emails from people about doing business in Africa and doing things. And some people want to do agribusiness, some people want to go into something more technical like plumbing, real estate sector, and things like that. But before you go into any business, right, and always remember, you never send money to anybody that you've never met. You don't do that, so never do that. Consider the coronavirus, all right? Now, I know that sounds crazy. I know everybody's probably at the house wearing a mask on right now, right? But coronavirus has put a hit on every economy in the world, all right? If you were a person that wanted to do agribusiness, let's say you decided on Uganda and you wanted to go into the vanilla business, well, 7 months ago, that was a really good business to go into, right? But as you can see right here, the Daily Monitor, vanilla prices are not feasible right now to be in the business. Chicken farming is something that's not feasible to be in the business, okay? So if you are looking to get into a business on the continent right now, my suggestion to you is to hold off until you see what's going on post-coronavirus with how the government works out. All right? I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. Let's say that you're in Kenya. Let's fly there, all right? You're in Kenya and you start milk production. And you sell milk to Tanzania. Well, what happens if Kenya and Tanzania are beefing? Well, when Kenya and Tanzania are beefing, they don't allow goods to come across the border. It was the same thing that happened with Uganda and Rwanda. People were not able to trade because of a beef. And it's not nothing that you did. You actually produced the milk. You're just trying to sell your product. But because of the beef, you can't sell your stuff. All right? And a lot of money is made in farming and agribusiness in Africa by not necessarily selling out of the country or out of Africa, but to nearby countries. You know, Uganda sells its stuff to Kenya a lot, right? They sell to Tanzania, they sell to South Sudan. So at any given time, if those countries have issues, which is not out of the ordinary, you're out of the business, or your business can be halted, right? That's something that you got to take into account of. So if you start a business that depends on selling to a neighboring country, that can be hurt. Now, for me, in the social media business, connecting Ugandan diaspora, the African American diaspora, the whole diaspora, I don't have to worry about that, right? I just need to be connected to the internet and I can get this stuff, right? I just need to have the people with the right information, how we can work through it. I can get the talented diaspora to help me to maintain it. I have a lot of knowledge from what I've experienced, and people that have more knowledge than me that I can lean on. So I can do that in this business, and I'm not restricted because I'm online. But if you also have a physical business, you definitely can be restricted. I'll talk about how. What about curfews? Now, in the United States, curfews can be, enacted in certain cities, right? But what happens when you have a city like Kampala, Uganda, and you're in the traffic jam like this? Well, that makes it hard for somebody to come to your business. A traffic jam is always bad. But imagine this. Now your hours of operation are 6:30 to 9 p.m., meaning that most people are trying to get home by 7 p.m. So they're not going to be able to be in your business by 6 p.m. Where when there was no restrictions, your business might close at 10 p.m., but you can have a customer in your business at 9:59, right? Because there's nobody on the road, I can get home. You got to also think of that, right? You got to think about the traffic, you know, how much it costs for someone to get there, even transportation. Well, in Kampala, Uganda, for those Ugandans that watch this channel, you guys know that Ubers and private cars were just recently allowed back on the road. And then that took out the bodas or the motorcycle drivers. So that was a big part of the economy, because motorcycles, they get you zooming in and out of traffic. They're fast. It's cheaper for people. But when it's expensive with the Ubers, it's very expensive to customers that come to your business. But when they're on the Ubers, it's a lot cheaper, right? So if the government says the bodas are gone, then you know what that means for your business? That means your business is going to be halted, right? So right now, if you do that in the coronavirus, and you start investing now, you don't know the outcome of the market. Now, I will give you some positives. Rents have gone down, okay, in the city and in places and stuff like that for businesses. But getting a physical business could be something that'd be very difficult. Now, I also want to talk about this. What about tourism? Now, let's be honest. A lot of East African countries, West African countries depend on tourism. No tourism, if tourism is like at least 10% of the economy, 20% of the economy, that's also business that you're missing, right? So before you come to Africa and before you start really looking at that, watch how the governments operate. Each country is different. Let's say Magufuli here in Tanzania. He let Tanzania rock out. He said, listen, coronavirus, not worried about it, all right? And to his credit, Tanzania is making way more money than Uganda and Kenya right now, from what I'm told, right? They were actually able to become a middle-income country during the coronavirus pandemic. But certain countries like Uganda, they have the most restrictions, all right? Which really put a crunch on the economy because, obviously they felt like, hey, we don't have the healthcare system or the people intact to be able to manage it. They didn't want a situation like South Africa. Kenya, they have like over 23,000 cases. So, you really, before you start looking at those places, watch how the governments act, okay? So you want to see what happens when the government goes right back full circle without the restrictions. I would wait about 6 months after that, or a year. And I would just, maybe if I'm saving money right now, I would keep saving money. If I was interested in getting consultations right now, I would just keep getting consultations. Don't worry, the availability of the market is going to be there for you, right? It's always going to be there on the continent to a certain degree. You don't have to rush to do something because right now you don't know. You don't want to be an investor and get caught. You make the investment, and now coronavirus restrictions is really taking big businesses out and making them nothing. Like 95% of the viable businesses that I thought are gone. Let me tell you one other thing. If you're interested in getting into the entertainment scene, hey, everybody knows Kampala, Uganda is party central. But coronavirus said, it's done. DJs, done. Bars, done. Restaurants, were done. All of that money that comes through the entertainment scene here in this city, done the last 5 months. So if you're a bar, you're a restaurant, done. You're a gym, done. Spa, done. All of that, done. So if you had any ideas of starting one of those things in Uganda right now or anywhere in Africa right now, sorry for you, buddy, done. I know you like it, but that's your money. You're gone now. All right? So you need to be wise. Adjust to what's happening. You want to be, if you're going to be in a business, you want to be in the service industry or some kind of business that you can do regardless of the time. It's like right now, I'm a YouTuber. We create social media content. You know whose business is not stopped? Mine's. Other YouTubers, right? People who use the internet to do business. People who do Bitcoin. People who trade. People who do on Forex. Our businesses have not hurt it or not been hurting. Like there's no YouTuber who's been doing well saying, oh, you know what? Coronavirus has stopped me. No, actually, I've been buying more stuff, more computer stuff during the coronavirus, right? Because I don't have anything else to do but to create content. So I want the African American family to really, really research all of these things, before you do that, before you make a decision. Keep stacking your money, keep getting information, keep getting consultations. If you can do so, keep interacting with African Americans on the ground. And if you're going to Ghana, for example, check out Natural Ghana Girl. She also offers consultations. Wodi Maya has consultations. I'll put that in the first comment pinned to the top. And make an educated choice in going back to Africa. That's my time. Keep it real. King Ganda forever.